Joe Donnelly kicks off his defense jobs tour today with a stop in West Lafayette. Donnelly says defense jobs in Indiana are vital to the state's economy.
But those very same jobs are the ones at risk of being affected most by the sequester. News 18's Elizabeth Rentschler joins us now with more on how Donnelly says he's trying to change that and what it means for students tonight. Elizabeth.
Yeah, Jeff and Gina. Well, unfortunately, a majority of the cuts will affect two areas, and those areas are human services and defense. Now, defense jobs here in Indiana are something Donnelly says keeps our economy strong, and one student says he's worried about it getting in the way of his dream.
2, 1, 0, and lift off.
While most of us spent time crowded around our televisions watching space shuttles blast into space, Purdue graduate student Matt Weirman had a much different experience.
I had the pleasure of being able to see the shuttle lift off on TV, stand up, walk outside my front door, and watch it lift over my neighbor's trees.
A native of Cape Canaveral, Florida, Weirman always knew he wanted to explore space, and that's what brought him to Purdue University. Weirman works at Zucros Laboratories, where he specializes in combustion stability.
I would like to go work for one of the many companies that exist in our fields that now are making rocket engines that are in operation.
But defense jobs like the one Weirman is shooting for could be in danger with the looming budget cuts. Senator Joe Donnelly says defense jobs and human services jobs will be affected most by the sequester, but it's something he'd like to change.
If it just falls on defense or if it just falls on human services, you cut so far that we put ourselves behind. And so if we take a more common sense approach, which is to spread it out over other areas, some other areas as well, we'd be a lot better off, and I'm trying to work to get that accomplished.
Weirman says he hopes the sequester won't get in the way of accomplishing his dreams, but he knows it's a possibility.
The larger concerns are a big thing. There won't be demand to understand the combustion process of a rocket if we don't have money to build a rocket.
But no matter what, Weirman says he's still going to continue to reach for the stars and become something out of this world.
I actually would like to be one of the Purdue astronauts.
Now, Donnelly was at Zucros Laboratory today visiting with students. When asked what he thought about the lab, he says it soared far beyond his expectations, but he says that's only to be expected from a university like Purdue. Elizabeth Rentschler, News 18.